This season will be filled with outdoor fun. And while summer is a time to soak up the sun, it's also important to be safe. Dr. Jennifer Caudle is sharing her tips over keeping the entire family happy and healthy this weekend. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I haven't seen you in so long.
I know. It's so good to see you.
You
Happy
look
Memorial
great.
Day weekend. You too. You look
Thank you.
fabulous.
Thank you. So we saw yesterday traffic video, everybody racing down the shore.
Yes.
Everyone's excited to get the weekend started.
Yes.
What is your first tip that you want to tell people about this holiday weekend?
So let's start with sunscreen because that's super important. I mean, and we are starting to get warmer weather, which is so wonderful.
Finally.
And so fantastic.
Finally.
But I can't stress enough how important sunscreen is, because sunscreen not only reduces our risk of getting skin cancer, but also reduces the effects of aging. So you want to look for 3 things with sunscreens. These are a few that I like. They come in sprays, they come in gels, they come in creams.
Are any of them better or worse?
So you want one that's broad spectrum, that protects against UVA and UVB rays. That's important. At least an SPF of 30. Now the ones I have here are greater than 30. You can pick something higher than 30, but at least 30. And you want something that's water resistant. That's the biggest thing. Reapply every 2 hours. A lot of people don't reapply.
They think once they put it on, they're good for the entire day.
So not the case. And like if you're going in the ocean, you're getting all drenched and wet, and you come out, you got to reapply that sunscreen then too. Very important.
Now while you're out at the beach, a lot of people are eating popsicles and ice creams and drinking. You brought 2 options that are super important.
This is not ice cream and this is not popsicles. That's for sure.
And it's not a glass of wine.
It's not a glass of wine or a soda. Right, you're right. Not a I love frosés.
They're very good. They're very good.
But not good for hydration. So when it's really hot, and especially when it's humid outside, it really takes extra hydration to keep us sort of, hydrated and making sure that we're staying healthy. What's really important, number 1, is water. I mean, obviously, I can't stress enough how important drinking water is, not only for kids and adults, but if you're sweating a lot, you may do well with an electrolyte solution like a Gatorade or some other brand is fine. The biggest thing is avoiding the caffeine and the super sugary drinks, because they can actually make dehydration worse. A lot of people don't know that. You don't want to be sitting out on the beach drinking just juice all day. That's not going to cut it. That's not going to work. So that's
Dr.
super
Jen,
important.
Here's a question for you. Sometimes I've noticed when you're at the beach, I think we're all guilty of this. We're sitting in our chairs, soaking up the sun, drinking whatever we're drinking. The kids run out into the water. Water safety is a big issue.
Oh my gosh, water safety is everything. And we know that kids between 1 and 4 have some of the highest rates of drowning. This is so important. We want to make sure that lifeguards are around. So parents, we got to be looking for those lifeguards and making sure. But as parents and caretakers and family and friends, we also need to be playing our role. And that means looking after our kids. And maybe less so much for the ocean, because that's a little bit of a different body of water, but especially when we're around pools, you want to really make sure that you're in arm's length of that small child. That's very important. The idea is to be able to grab them.
I know, because it takes 2 seconds when you turn around.
Sometimes not even, right? And parents and caretakers and family members, we need to be not on our phones, right? And not drinking that frosé, hey girl. And the kid is off in the pool and maybe not safe. So the idea is not being distracted. And of course, life jackets, really important. You want a Coast Guard approved life jacket, making sure that we're really monitoring our kids and teaching them how to swim. One of the best protective measures against drowning is learning how to swim.
No matter how fearful they are. I've seen those lessons where you take the babies really young and they turn them over in the water and they have to learn to turn over. And it's like frightening. It's amazing that they learn it, but it's frightening as a parent to watch it first. So yeah, you have to do that. That's important.
It's really important, but just really keeping an eye on the little ones, because we really want to keep everybody safe. We're finally getting warm weather, so let's enjoy it. That's what I say.
At the beach, it's a different beast than the pool, as you mentioned.
Yeah, I think so.
Sometimes, you'll end up remembering where you're sitting, but you go out in the water and then the kids drift off down the beach, right?
They're with the water toys and doing their thing with their friends maybe, or what have you.
What's a good way to keep the kids kind of in touch with you? Like, do you have a flag? Do you have a designated area?
I kind of like the idea of the flag. I don't know how kids are going to feel about the flag, but your mom out there be like, hey,
waving the flag.
Come here. That will work. But you know what I always say is have a designated sort of safe zone and a meeting place, like a designated area. Okay, at 3 o'clock or in 20 minutes we're going to meet here. Or if you can't find us, go here. That's a really important thing, especially when we're down at the beach, down at the shore, and there's a lot of people and a lot of things happening. So important. And I would also say, just not only at the beach, but if we're walking on the boardwalk, make sure young children actually know the parent's phone number. A lot of times we just have the word mom or the word dad in the phone, and we may not actually know that number. Make sure your kids actually have your phone number memorized. That's very important, so that they can actually call you and not rely on the word mom in a phone that's already predetermined. So
gotcha. Good tips. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good
Happy Memorial Day weekend.
Enjoy your weekend.
Thank you. You too.